Of nearly 300 attacks reported last year, more than a third have taken place near the coast of Somalia, in an area roughly 3 times the size of Texas. The Maersk, Alabama, hijacked on Wednesday, is the 6th vessel captured by pirates in less than a week. It's also the first attack in recent memory against an American crew. Somali officials have been sharply critical of the latest hijacking, calling it an attack against friends. The Maersk, Alabama was carrying relief supplies bound for Kenya when it was hijacked 450 kilometers off the coast of Somalia. Despite increased patrols in the area, Navy Admiral Terry McKnight says it still boils down to patience and luck.
It's like a cop on a beat. He can go walking down the street and never find a criminal, and then all of a sudden he gets a phone call that you got a bank robbery.
Like bank robberies, the motivation is money. Middleton says in a country that has not had a stable government in more than a decade, piracy is a big moneymaker.
Somalia provides a perfect environment for piracy. It's got no government to stop you, it's got great places to hide, long beaches where you can get out easily, and you're able to make a huge amount of money.
If we aren't there to prevent them from getting on board in that 15-minute window of opportunity, then we have, they're successfully on board and they stay on board, then we're in a hostage situation. My concern now is where we will be a year from now. Will our efforts to try and hold suspected pirates accountable for their actions, will it be effective? Will it have the enduring effect that we're looking for? We don't know.
Hello, this is Kobe Sokoloff, reporting on the problem of piracy in Somalia. Piracy in Somalia has become a major problem. It started in Somalia about 2 decades ago after the collapse of its government, after which foreigners started illegally fishing and dumping pollutants into the Gulf of Aden off the coast of Somalia. Somalia did not have the strength to do anything to stop it, and the international community would not do anything either. The Somali people then took it upon themselves to patrol their waters, becoming pirates. Today, piracy has become a huge business and means of living for many people because it can make them huge amounts of money. The pirates, though, have now taken it too far by capturing innocent people on vessels and holding them hostage until they pay a ransom. Also, pirates are making it harder for the US and UN to deliver food and supplies to those in need in Africa. Piracy will continue to be a problem in Somalia in the future, according to Daniel Sekulich. Here he is explaining why it will continue in the future and what is the only way to put a complete end to piracy.
There really is no functioning government for all of Somalia. The international community, the United Nations, the United States have recognized a part that they call the government, but it functions mostly from neighboring Kenya because it's too unstable for the government to even be in Mogadishu. But the thing about Somalia is that there are really sort of 3 areas in it. There's the southern part on the Indian Ocean near Kenya, which is mostly controlled by a group called Al-Shabaab. And then there is Puntland and Somaliland in the north, which are pretty much self-functioning. In fact, Puntland on the Red Sea is a pretty stable place. People can visit there foreigners without worrying about being kidnapped or attacked or things like that. And in those areas, especially in Puntland, the authorities have been trying to deal with pirates and maritime crimes, and there are hundreds of people who have been sent to jail after being sentenced for piracy in that part of the country. But elsewhere, there's no government, and it's that lawlessness which allows criminals like pirates to operate. Piracy can never be eradicated at sea. No matter how many Navy vessels we send there, the ocean is just too big. It's really hard for most of us to fathom, but the Indian Ocean alone, which is the smallest of the main oceans, is a huge, huge area. And with pirates attacking now close to the Indian coast, that's thousands and thousands of miles far from from Somalia. So you can send Navy ships, they can help a little bit, you can take anti-piracy measures on your vessels, but in the end, the only way to deal with it is to address the root causes ashore and to find a means of getting stability in Somalia again and get the economy going so people don't have to go out and engage in piracy.
So like Mr. Sekulic said, the Somali government must be helped in order for Somalia to rid itself of piracy. And this is Kobe Sokolov signing off for Mr. Stern's reporting group.